Welcome. How are you? But skip that classic "I'm fine" answer. How are you really? Are you comfortable? What has been tiring you out the most lately? I'm glad you came, you know. Sometimes a person just needs to stop, rest a little, and be understood a little. Maybe you're tired, maybe you're suppressing something, maybe nothing is wrong but you don't show it from the outside. So do this, get yourself a cup of tea or coffee. Go to the window seat, curl up in your bed or put on your headphones. Listen to this video wherever you find some relief. This is a video chat. Like a heart-to-heart talk. I'm not saying to give you advice, just to think together. Today we're going to talk about something a little harsh but real. The fastest way to ruin your life. But don't worry, this conversation isn't to make you feel bad. On the contrary, maybe it's to get back to yourself a little more. Because some things start to fall apart silently. And if you don't do anything in that silence, you'll fall apart without even realizing it. If you are ready, let's start. The fastest way to ruin your life is this. 1. Starting to silently neglect yourself. Just abandoning yourself little by little. The days you spend thinking never mind. The dreams you put off thinking I'll do it later. The sentences you think who cares. They all pile up. And suddenly you realize that there is no such thing as you. One day you realize. You look in the mirror but it doesn't seem familiar. The days go by but nothing excites you. You talk to your friends but you don't want to share anything. You laugh, you talk, but something is always missing inside you. Because you have started to lose yourself. Perhaps this is the most dangerous thing. While pretending that life goes on, you actually collapse inside. And then there is this. Being constantly exposed to other people's perfect lives on social media. You are stuck in your room wrapped in a blanket, but on the screen everyone is in Bali, everyone is married, everyone has started a new business, everyone is fit, happy, healthy. And you say, where am I? But there is something you have forgotten. Nobody shows those unshared hours. Nobody is posting stories saying, I was in a bad mood this morning. So comparing your backstage to theirs is already a losing battle from the start. Of course, there are other ways to ruin your life. For example, 2. Constantly procrastinating. I'll look at that later, I'll do that later. But that a later thing you say slowly melts you away. Everything you postpone remains as a small guilty conscience inside you. And over time, that suffering eats away at your motivation. And then you realize you've become someone who can't start anything. Or constantly waiting for approval from outside. To be admired, to be applauded, to be appreciated. But you have completely silenced your inner voice. And deep down you are always restless because no matter what you do it just doesn't feel enough. That sounds familiar too, doesn't it? But wait. If you've listened this far, it means you want to change something. And the good news, not everything is so bad that it can be turned around right away. You just need to realize this, you are valuable. Really. And you don't need to take giant steps to get back on track. It's enough to be honest with yourself. At one point, a sentence like this should come out of your head. Yeah, it's not like that. I don't want to live like this. That sentence will be the first signal flare that turns you back from that dark path. And then? Small steps? Maybe make your bed when you wake up in the morning. Maybe take a 5-minute walk. Maybe talk to someone you've been putting off. Maybe just sit down and write down what's on your mind. Big transformations start with tiny honesties. You don't have to shout. Sometimes even a silent enough is enough to can change a lot. If this video made you feel something, know that you are not alone. I am here. Think of it as if we had a coffee. As if you told it I listened. But maybe you told everything to yourself by listening to this video. And this would be a good start. I will say something before I close. No matter how much you fall, you have the strength to hold your own hand. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I really love you. See you. Goodbye.